What's up guys? Welcome to Light Novel Exposure. Here we talk about all type of light novel and anime. Just a quick warning, these videos contain spoilers from the light novel. So now in this video we will review what happened next. Before we will proceed, please like, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Now without further ado, let's proceed with the video. Today we're going to talk about High School DxD Season 5 Episode 10. There are less devils here than I thought. A reception area, which is quite spacious, looks dead because there aren't many people in it. Then the staff explains to us. At the reception area over there, please take the compulsory documents along with the admission ticket for the test. After you are done with that, please go to the floor upstairs where the written test will be held. The first part of the test will be the written section and the second part will be practical. So written test first, huh? I studied a lot for it, but I want to get a lot of points on the practical test. Please hand your report to the examiners who are standing in front of the room for the written section of the test. So I have to hand my report to the person in front of the test room. I wrote my report on the theme Graphia-san told me. I'm still not used to writing with devil letters, so I desperately wrote it while holding the dictionary in my other hand. Then I will pardon myself. I hope you do well. The staff left after saying that. I will go and bring the documents you must fill out. After saying that, Ravel goes away quickly. Wow, that girl really is thoughtful. Looks like there aren't that many people taking the test. Yeah, in the current underworld, there aren't that many devils who can take the promotion test. The promotion test center for high-class devils might even have less devils taking it. Kiba answers like that. Yeah. Since there aren't any wars in the underworld right now, you can only get a promotion by attaining something magnificent from the Pact for Devils jobs or by excellent performance in the rating game. Though the first option is very hard to get promotion with, so it became the mainstream way to get a promotion test through the rating game. Even so, it looks like we are special cases. Aiz-kun, there's one thing I want to tell you before the test. Kiba stood next to me and wore a serious expression. What is it? I'm glad that I met you. Here, I was wondering what he was about to say. You really became a natural at saying creepy things. When I said that with a disgusted face, Kiba laughed. Ha ha ha, but if you weren't here, I would probably never have got a promotion test. Are you sure? You are strong enough. You would have got a promotion sooner or later. No, I'm here because I witnessed how you live your life and your battles. You showed me things that I didn't have. I wouldn't have been here if I didn't know about it. Is it something like that? I was also influenced by him a lot as well. There were a majority of things where I worked harder because he was someone near whom I aimed for. I sighed while scratching my cheek. I'm not quite sure. What good-looking guys think is something that I can't possibly understand. But, let's pass the test together. Since we are boys of the Gremory team. Right? Of course. If we've come this far, then let's aim to become ultimate devils. I've also got a dream now. To become the ultimate knight. I want to become an existence that can stand side by side with you. Kiba seeks for a handshake. I answered him with a laugh. That sounds good. That's simple to understand. I won't know for how many thousands of years I will be with you, but let's become men who will be famous throughout the underworld. Akeno-san also puts her hand on our handshake. Such a passionate friendship. Let's pass the test together. Yes. Both Kiba and I replied at the same time. Yeah. Let's become mid-class devils together. Everyone. I have brought the documents. Let's fill them out over there. With Ravel's instruction, we filled out the documents. So the test is about to begin. Please do your best. I will be waiting here. We split up from Ravel at the staircase leading to the second floor, and us three headed up to the third floor. We saw a sign written in devil letters written as Mid-Class Promotion Test, Written Test Room. The room we reached had long desks aligned inside. It looks like the rooms you see in universities. I also saw a university room when I went to look at the Kuno University. I must sit on the table with the number 012 written on it. By the way, Kiba's number is 011, and Akeno-san's number is 010. When the three of us sat down, we heard people whispering. Are those people from the Gremory team? The holy demonic sword wielder, Sekiryute, and holy lightning priestess. The Opai dragon, who defeated that Cyroorg. Sekiryute. So the rumors about them getting a promotion recommendation from Mao-sama were true. So that's why there were so many people with cameras outside. This truly is making me feel embarrassed. Everyone knows about us. Well, we became famous because of the news, tokusatsu show, and the match that occurred recently. Judging from their conversation, the media has gathered outside this test center. If we say it in human terms, maybe they would be called the paparazzi? Man, that is scary, but this is something I have predicted. That's why I have to take the test calmly without making an embarrassment of myself. I made a serious face and a strong attitude. Think you don't have to put that much energy and act like you usually do. That's what Kiba says. But we came here while having the name Gremory on our backs. While I was doing that, other examinees gathered and the seats around us started to fill up with the other devils taking the test. But a room that can hold more than 100 people didn't even get filled. They are mostly devils who were former humans, but there were also devils who looked like beast humans, yokai, and creatures. Well, humans aren't the only ones who can be reincarnated. Therefore, many types and kinds of devils can take the promotion test. I looked around, but including us the number didn't even reach up to 40 people. That's not that many people. I did hear that a promotion is rare, but I never expected it to be this low. The seats are mostly empty. Think I understand Cyroorg-san's dream and aim. It might be good to give a chance to people who have talent. But in the current underworld, that would be hard. Sensei also said that the politicians are broken into the Mao faction and Great King faction. While I was thinking about this, the examiner entered the room and began collecting the reports. We gave our reports to the examiner and finally we were about to start the written test. Putting the practical aside, I'm not confident in the written test. But still, Rias, Ravel and the others helped me. I will definitely aim for a good result. It's time. Please start. The voice of the examiner tells us it's time to start the test. All the examinees turn over their test papers, and the test begins. Either way, I will answer as many questions as I can. Questions like that sure are unfair. What do they mean by, write the names of the enemy leaders that appear in Levitan? The food court inside the center. I was lying on the table while making a pathetic voice. The written test was broken into different sections and we finally finished after a few hours. Even if I was released from a task of using my brain, I was still sighing because of the contents of the test. I answered most of the questions about basic knowledge regarding devils. Except there was a question regarding magical Levitan, and I was astonished. There was a question where I had to write down the names of the leaders of the enemy organizations. My point is, how the fuck should I know? Also a question about Chichiryute Opai Dragon appeared as well. It became a question about the recent event that occurred in the underworld. Questions about Chaos Brigade appeared as well. Since I'm like a victim from them, I could answer them easily since I know about them more than most of the higher-ups. Well, I didn't include any information that cannot be known by the public though. Seriously, I don't know whether the underworld is proper or improper. Aiz-sama, I have brought another cup of tea. Ravel has brought another cup of tea for me. She seriously is a good girl. As to be expected from my manager. Thank you, Ravel. Thanks to you, my written test didn't become a mess. Of course, I will be troubled if you don't pass since I became your manager. Oh, she's in a soon mode. I didn't have that many blank answers. I have quite a lot of confidence in it. That's my true response. It was certainly hard. The answers also had to be written in devil letters. But I wasn't scared because the questions everyone taught me appeared as well. I'm glad I studied like hell. Maybe what's most important in a promotion test is receiving a recommendation. That's why there aren't that many people taking the test. This food court doesn't have many people in it, even though it's huge. But still, I did quite well in the written test. Even if I barely failed for the written test, I think I can cover it with the practical test. So the practical is next. Kiba says while twitching his upper body. Yeah, it's the test category I'm really good at. I heard that it will occur on the roof of this stadium. Ravel says it while reading through the documents. Getting heated up is good, but it is not good for you to overdo it, okay? Akano says that to me. Sensei also said that I shouldn't try that hard for the practical as well. But it's a test, so I should try hard. I think this is the test where I can gain the most points. While this was occurring, the time for the practical test arrived. The three of us split up from Ravel once again, and went to the roof while wearing a jersey. The place was like a spacious gymnasium. The participants all changed into clothes that they could move around easily in, and they were warming up their bodies in their own way. Yes, I will also warm up my body then. I start to sprint from where I was standing and begin to sprint around the running track. While I was stretching my body with Kiba and Akano-san, the examiners gathered and began to call our numbers. We attached a badge that had our number on it to our jersey. Then one of the examiners gave us an explanation. The practical is quite simple. We will have the participants battle each other. We will have everyone draw a number, and that will decide who you will battle. Oh, that's simple and easy to understand. So I just have to win that then? The battle will be looked as a whole, so even if you lose to your opponent, you will not necessarily lose the opportunity to pass. Obviously winning the battle will allow you to get more points though. But we will look at the battle in depth, so if you have the 3 satisfactory criteria of heart, technique, and body, we will allow you to get points that will be the equivalent of what you showed. Try to have the battle be as good as possible, please. The rule is simple. Fight the opponent with the power you have. Using weapons will be allowed. You will fail if your opponent dies, but if the death occurred due to an accident, then we, the examiners, will decide the outcome. Please read the documents you have with you regarding about death by accident. Next is explanation of the rules continues. Yeah, so basically I have to show a good match to the examiners then. Wait, what do you mean by a good battle? I held my head down by the depth of the battle. All of the battles I had until now were all fistfights or fights like an ape. I've never done a battle with demonic powers or relying on techniques. The examiner also gave an additional explanation. Now people who are a pawn are able to promote during the match with the special approval promotion card dispatched by this test center. So you can promote I never knew that there were special approval promotion cards used by this center. Is it a derivation of the card Rias gave to Asia when we went on the school trip? I heard that Ajuka Beelzebub-sama dispatched special promotion cards to places like this. Of course, Beelzebub-sama is the only one who can make them, and making copies of them is said to be impossible. Kiba explained it to me like that. So Beelzebub-sama is the only one who can make something like this then. How amazing is that person in terms of technology? You can say that he surpasses Azazel-sensei. It looks alright as long as we don't kill the opponent for the practical test. Unlike the high-class promotion test, mid-class promotion test does not require strategies that are based on tactics, so it is quite simple. Akano-san says, there is a strategy test for the high-class promotion test. Well, that was to be expected. Since you will be receiving the evil pieces, that will allow you to make your own group. Having a test to test your brain would be obvious. I'm screwed. If I pass the mid-class promotion test, then I will also have to study about strategies. Though no matter how hard I think, using a strategy would be impossible for me. The examiner's explanation finished, and it became time to draw. We put our hands inside the box, and took out a ball that has a number on it. These things are quite similar to the human world. Well, the ones who come here are mostly former humans, so they are probably making it more familiar and easier for us to understand. Oh, so my number is 4. Looks like it will be one of the earlier matches. Kiba got 26, and Akano-san got 32. Oh, looks like everyone was separated. I wouldn't know what to do if we had to fight each other, but looks like that won't be happening. Looks like their matches will be near the end. The matches will occur by 2 pairs fighting at once. First, 1, and 2, 3, and 4 will start their matches. Are you serious? It's my match already. That was quick. Looks like my match will start before I get ready. Looks like I'm first. Do your best. Ice-kun can definitely do it. I received a cheer from Kiba and Akano-san. I will be going then. While feeling a bit nervous, I entered the circular battlefield made by demonic power. What will happen now? Triina can't do a combo. Even if we can promote, it seems like cheating if I keep on changing. Once I promote, I need to finish the match with that. Then maybe I should use the normal queen. True queen is still unstable, so it's not in a condition where I can use it. But if we have to show our strength for this test, then maybe I should use it. While I was thinking, the devil who was to be my opponent appeared. It's a medium height and medium built man. Looking at him, he doesn't seem to be flowing with lots of aura, but this person is also a devil who has the strength to come to this test. I can't let my guard down. The examiner came in and looked at both of us. Both of you are ready then? Both me and my opponent nod. The examiner raised his hand up, and then put it down. Please start. It started. I made my gauntlet appear and started the countdown. Promotion. Queen. What I chose was the usual queen I often use. Either way, I can't use true queen unless I get into balance breaker. If that's the case, then I will promote the usual queen, and fight in my usual balance breaker. I have been training a lot with it, even though it's not Triina. There's no way it won't be effective. The opponent man made his hand glow with demonic powers, and shot huge orbs of flames. Looks like his attacks with demonic powers are quite something. If he is a sacred gear possessor, then he will reveal it after this attack. Then I will go into balance breaker before that. Freezing Archaeopteryx, cold chills were surrounding the man's area. Ice started to gather in the air and it turned into a gigantic bird. So it's a sacred gear. He made a gigantic bird using his sacred gear. I waited for the countdown of my balance breaker while evading the gigantic bird's intense attack and the demonic power attacks shot by the man. My weak point is this naked state I am currently in before the balance breaker. But because I opened the path to True Queen, the countdown needed for me to turn into balance breaker is also reduced. Yes, this is where the real fight starts. Balance breaker. Red aura envelops my body and it shapes into the shape of armor. Boosted gear scale mail. While expanding both my dragon wings, I charged my power. I can't lose. I will win and pass this promotion test. I flew up to my opponent while thrusting the boosters on my back. My opponent can't even react to my speed. I can do this. I pushed my fist forward to hit straight at him. Anyway, this is my first blow. Dawn. It destroyed the gigantic ice bird with ease and my punch continues. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching.